Let's get to Tua, by the way. Let's take away number one, guys. If you were with me on the live show, on Frozen Fins Fans live show yesterday, you saw me have a very near mental breakdown about the state of our starting quarterback. And I may as well have one again here. Tua Tagovailoa, takeaway number one. Tua Tagovailoa is now become a liability to this offense. He no longer is the best fit at running this offense. He no longer is the best fit at running Mike McDaniel's scheme. And he no longer is somebody that should be trusted to go out on that field and lead this football team to another down of football. Because he cannot and will not do what it takes to win. These wins that we have, these 3 or 4 wins, he has less than 200 yards in all those games.
Crazy, isn't it?
The running game won those games. Devon Achane won those games. Tua Tagovailoa is a liability. On 3 separate drives in this game, he single-handedly destroyed the drive. 2 of those drives were actually good drives. One of them was a 3-and-out, so whatever. 2 of those drives, we were actually driving down the field and in scoring position to score a touchdown, not a field goal. You remember what those are?
I think so.
One of them, I'll admit, somebody missed a block. Okay, throw it out of bounds. Nope. Take a sack 15 yards back. That's better. That's a much better decision. Very good job. Almost putting us out of field goal range, by the way. Thankfully, Riley Patterson was able to connect on that one. The second one, he does, in fact, break out of the sack. Great job, Tua. You broke out of a sack. Roll out a little bit. If you can't find anybody, throw it out of bounds. Oh, I mean, no. Roll out a little bit and then take the sack anyways. Oh, yeah, that's what we did. I forgot. Yeah, that was smart football. Really, really smart football. This man does not have an inkling of situational awareness in his brain. He may know a lot about football. I bet if you put us on a whiteboard together, he would destroy me. Completely agree. He probably should. He's a starting quarterback in the NFL. But in situations where we need him to pick up the team and win a game or make a play, get a little Mahomes in you, get a little Josh Allen in you. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere. He's awful. And it sucks because I love Tua. I wanted him over Herbert. And I got him over Herbert, and I was pumped, and I bought his jersey immediately. So this is not coming from a guy who's been anti-Tua the whole time. I have loved him. I've wanted him to work out more than anybody. I have stand for him more than anybody. But you can't sit here and watch the football that he's played this year and tell me that he's still got something in the tank. There's nothing in the tank. It's empty. In fact, if there's something lower than empty, that's where it is. Because Tua is worse for this offense than what Shedeur Sanders was for the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. He went 4 of 16. Tua, let's see what he did. Let's go statistically. 14 of 20. That sounds not so bad. 170 yards.
Against a depleted Washington team.
Against a defense that was missing virtually half its starters. If we look at Tua on the year, right? Let's go to the game log real quick. I made a little statistical, and I don't do this often, so I apologize if you don't like stats. 114 yards against Indy, 146 against Buffalo, 177 against the Jets, 100 against Cleveland. 100.
100.
173 against Buffalo, 171 against Washington.
Do you think that would have been a little bit more palatable because he would have been over 200 if Waddle didn't drop those 2 drops? Do you think that would have made it any better? Because not to me. I mean, I think stats lie all the time.
No. Yeah, because statistically, I don't think I know I just read off a bunch of stats, but if you watch the player on the field, the stats don't matter. Dude, he just looks awful.
He's horrible.
He looks like Sam Darnold did seeing ghosts in New York. Now, Sam Darnold, credit to him, he looks outside of this past game. He's been looking much better. But Tua looks completely and totally out of his element.
Yeah. And what's really frustrating with Tua is what he was touted to be, and like you, it's well known, well documented. Unfortunately, I was a Tua guy as well. I wanted him over Herbert as well, 100%. I bought his jersey just like you. I bought it pre-sale. I had a custom jersey made before it was out because I genuinely thought I loved what I saw in college. I thought it was going to translate, and I fought the good fight for many years up until last year. What's really frustrating with him is what he's touted to be is cerebral. When he's in the pocket, he's calm and he's accurate. He's none of those things anymore. Zero. He's not cerebral because he's doing the shit that you just said he was doing. He's taking sacks, not throwing the ball. I would love for him to start throwing the ball away, but he seemingly can't do it.
It's like he doesn't know how.
God forbid a defensive player gets within his visual vicinity, right? If he's on the field and he sees it, if he sees somebody from the sideline sneeze, he starts dancing around and looks at his feet and can't play football. And his mechanics have deteriorated before our eyes.
Terrible.
And it is something
off the back foot.
It's something that is, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if it is the concussions. I've had more concussions than I can count, probably because of said concussions. So I understand that the more you have, the more easier they are to have. There are such things as micro concussions, or there's a technical term for it, but that's what I call them. Sure. And I get it, right? But what's really confusing to me is a player that was so mechanically sound coming out of college and was very mechanical, had very good mechanics rather, for the last couple years up until last year, has seemingly forgot how to play football at every major level of your skills. And it's sad. And the fact that we're still putting him in a position to do that is what I think is really frustrating to me, because to your point, you look at what he did on the field in this game, and let's just look at this game.
Yeah.
Every single thing that you said was preventable. Mm-hmm. And instead of preventing it like a normal starting quarterback can, he throws the ball into triple coverage. He takes a bad sack. He takes another bad sack. He almost fumbles the ball. He throws a God prayer ball up that, should have been intercepted. It's just a ton of shit. And you're just like, dude, can you stop? Can you just stop?
I don't think there will be a change at quarterback. Just let me be clear before I go into this next part. But many people in the chat said this during the live stream, so I don't want to take full credit for it. You know who you are if you were saying it. Mike McDaniel soft bench Tua at the end of this game. Mm-hmm. We had 2 drives. We had 3 drives total at the end of the game. One of them I'm not counting because there was 12 seconds left and it was a Hail Mary drive, but we can't throw a Hail Mary because we don't have a quarterback who can throw a Hail Mary. So we had 2 legitimate drives, one in overtime, one at the end of the game. There was 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Tua had just come off another drive where he took a sack inexplicably and ended the drive for us. So on the next drive that we get the ball back, we ran the ball 8 times for 39 yards. That was the drive where we got stuffed on the 1-yard line instead of taking the points. 0 passes. Not a single pass in that drive. 8 carries, 39 yards. Drain the clock down to seconds left. Mm-hmm. In overtime, Jack Jones gets the interception on the first play of overtime.
Hell of a play, by the way.
Great play. But we're slightly out of field goal range at that point. We could have made it, but it was stretching it. We ran 3 plays on offense. All rushes. 22 yards. 3 times for 22 yards, we kicked the game-winning field goal. That's 11 plays with no pass from Tua for 51 yards. 61 yards. You keep telling me not to do math on the fly, and I don't listen.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Not a single pass after the 5-minute mark. I know that he didn't officially bench Tua, but the play calling tells another story. Mm-hmm. Tua was soft benched. And I am curious what that leads to. Maybe nothing. Maybe nothing. More than likely nothing. There's a 95% chance that leads to nothing. Yeah. Right? 95% chance. But there's a 5% chance it leads to something.
Yeah, I mean, if his biggest, advocate is soft benching him, I mean, Mike McDaniel is the Tua, the Tua stan.
Yeah.
And if he's getting fed up with it, I wonder when we might see a change.
That's what I'm saying. At what point? We see this all the time, right?
Yeah.
We see head coaches and quarterbacks tied at the hip all the time. His career is tied to his career. At what point does Mike decide enough is enough and cut that rope?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's going to take probably 2 or 3 straight losses, because then I think it comes from the top saying everyone's gone. And
if we lose to the Saints, do you see a quarterback change?
No, I don't see a quarterback change until I see a head coach change.
Interesting.
I don't. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, please convince me. I want to be wrong.
I can't convince you.
I just don't think Mike McDaniel has the balls, and I say that deliberately, to make a quarterback change, because he is tied to Tua. Tua is tied to him. They are attached to the hip. And for whatever reason, we all know Mike is stubborn. He refuses to make any sort of changes to his scheme, and to an already overcomplicated scheme, he just adds complexities to it. And the same goes for Tua. And Tua can do no wrong in Mike McDaniel's eyes. Now, I do think it's interesting that we're starting to see the frustration bubble up with Mike McDaniel as we get closer to the end of what I presume to be his tenure with Miami, him being Mike McDaniel. But from a benching standpoint, Anthony, I want to see a change. I wanted to see a change 2 weeks ago.
The chat has a lot of good points here too, and I'm going to get to it in a second. I think it's interesting. I think if you're Mike and you're saying to yourself, okay, New Orleans, the Jets, the Steelers, the Bengals, 4 winnable games,
very much,
and you come out and Tua lays an egg against New Orleans, you have a very difficult decision to make.
But I don't think they have the wherewithal to make that decision. I agree with you.
And that tells you everything you need to know about the coach.
I agree with you. I think it should happen. It should have happened a while ago.
That's because I think Chad doesn't fully agree with us, and I get it. That's fine.
I mean, look, do I think that Tua has a better arm on his best day than both of our backup quarterbacks? Yes. But do I think this is Tua's best day? The furthest thing from it. Yeah. And again, for those of you that have joined late, we were both Tua guys. This is not coming from people that have hated Tua our entire lives. We've loved Tua until recently.
No, on our previous podcast, we argued a lot for Tua.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where the product that we are seeing on the field, we are seeing a loss of accuracy, a loss of mechanics, a loss of footwork, loss of situational awareness. You can't compete with that. That is too much of a handicap to expect a team to get out of.
And if you're still a Tua fan, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I am
absolutely
100% support of people supporting their quarterback, but I want reasons. I want reasons. Don't just tell me you think he still got something. That's not a good reason. Give me reasons why you're still a Tua fan.
Shots fired.
All right. D-Dub, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. D-Dub was on the live stream.
Yep. What's up, D-Dub?
Our 91st subscription. Really
Hell
appreciate
yeah,
that,
I am
buddy.
familiar with D-Dub from Frozen. Absolutely.
Yeah, buddy. True Blazer says when DC's game plan versus Miami, it's a disadvantage because of Tua's limitations. I would agree with that. Yeah. Tua was shocked he was able to evade the rush to sides.
He was like, "Oh shit!"
He did look surprised, bro.
Wait, was that the one where he escaped and then just started walking?
He just started walking. He was like, "Oh, well, I guess I don't know what happened."
I will be honest. Okay, now I don't want to ruin the joke here, but I do think it was because there was a flag on that play as well, and I think.
But did he know that the play was live still?
But that's my thing. There was no whistle. So what the fuck are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
Yeah, there was actually 3 Waddle drops in total. 2 of them were game changers. So that has to be said. When we're talking about Tua, that has to be said. His number 1 wide receiver let him down a little bit in this one.
Yep.
What self-awareness is good. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so. He only trusts Waddle, but the rest of his receivers' hesitation is terrible. Yeah, I mean, we've seen Dolchik and Washington do great things. I don't know what the problem is there.
Well, he trusts Achane more than he
trusts Achane too.
Anyone other than Waddle, which is understandable.
This is true, Green Rat, and I agree to a certain extent. There's still a lot of missed opportunities out in the field.
Yeah.
I knew the Sanders comment was going to get under somebody's skin. I like Shador. I'm a rare person who likes Shador, but it was the first person that popped in my head when I thought of somebody who had a bad weekend. I guess I should have went with Sam Darnold actually. Tua doubts himself mentally and cannot do the things physically. I think his hip is getting worse and his head is too clouded with doubt. You were probably dead on with the mental aspect of it for sure. Physically, I have no idea. His body must hurt. His body must hurt. Costas owns 3 Tua's jerseys. He's going to start using them to do chores around the house.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because the third world dork countries don't want them either.
Yeah. Well, or you can do what I did, Costa, which is I had a bunch of Tannehill jerseys. I bought Waddle's nameplate and just went to my local dry cleaner and had him stitch it on the back.
That's a great idea.
Yep.
Great idea. Yeah, Gator probably had a few. Yeah, football in fullback in high school. You probably had more than a couple, buddy.
Yep.
He should be benched, man. He should be benched.
Yep.
Yeah. Costa not a fan of Shador.
Neither am I.
Look at the caps.
Neither am I. Shador is a fucking shit show.
Choke away, gift it, win it home. Okay. The best attribute of the offensive line is run blocking. Combine that with the distrust or two, it adds to confirmation of soft benching. Yeah, I think
1000%.
Green Rat does not agree with us, and I haven't seen his latest stuff, so I'm interested to get to it.
Yep.
True Blazer thinks it was an accident. I don't know about that, True. I don't know. He has a better arm than the Mud Dog. Who's the Mud Dog's keeper? Oh, the Water Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, best guy.
All right, so here's the plan, guys. We're gonna do this.
Nobody's saying that he's not our best quarterback, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a 7th round rookie and a failed first round top 2 draft pick.
Three guys enter a bar. One has 100 starts in the NFL, and the other 2 don't have any. Which one is the better quarterback?
Yeah, but I think Green Rat, all tongue in cheek, joking aside, I can see where you're coming from. But the problem is, Tua is the best quarterback of the 3 when he's playing well.
Yeah.
The problem is he's not playing well. You can't look at the product that Tua has put on the field since the first Buffalo game and think that, okay, yeah, he's got it together because of everything that we've talked about so far. And I won't rehash it. And I'm not trying to disagree with you personally, or look, if you believe Tua's the guy, I support the hell out of you. I have been a Tua guy since we drafted him until this year, well, until middle of last year. And
with one caveat.
Yeah. I just, we don't, and the thing is we don't know. I'm not saying Quinn Ewers is the future quarterback. I'm not saying he's even going to be an NFL player by talent level. Well, we don't know because we haven't seen him.
Yeah. QB situation is certainly an indictment on Greer. It has been for years.
Jesus. This whole team has been an indictment on Greer.
Yeah. Yep. Concussions. Greer never wanted. He never wanted viable. That came after the Brian Flores situation. He overcorrected.
Yeah, he did.
After the Ryan Fitzpatrick and Tua drama where Flores wouldn't start Tua, Flores wouldn't start Tua, Greer overcorrected.
Yep.
And he never brought in a quarterback to compete again.
Never. He didn't want to, and he didn't want to risk rocking the waters and the media blowing it out of proportion. Yeah. And it's just, that's not the way to GM a team. I'm sorry. Like at a certain point, this is business.
Yeah.
If you can't beat players, insert player's name, then you're not the starting quarterback. I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're too soft to even have a competition. Yeah.
And go back.
McDandy isn't the coach for Miami, perhaps elsewhere.
Wait till you see D-Dub's comment here.
I just saw it. Yeah. I can't wait to get to it. The swap names with the Ginn jersey. You should talk to Frozen about that, Coach.
Please.
The water. We got it. It took us a sec.
Sorry.
I don't understand this either, honestly. Does he not trust him to know when to throw it deep? So he's like, hey, if you see this look, throw it deep. No matter what.
I don't know. I don't understand their dynamic, if I'm being honest with you.
No. Go back to where is he anyways? He's done, right? I mean, he hasn't officially retired, but he didn't get signed anywhere.
Nope.
I don't even know what this is to. But thank you. I love being correct.
All of it.
All of it.
We are 100% correct.